And welcome. This is Randy Hale coming at you live. Well, it's a video recorded, but I'm alive. How y'all feeling? Hope you're feeling live. It's time to grab your guitar and sit down and let's have a little fun. Most people may not call this fun, but I'm sure if you find it as interesting as I do, it's pretty fun. Today we're going to talk about diatonic chord building. And what this is going to do is increase your understanding of the relationship of just those 7 notes in a scale, a key. 7 notes in a key. Today we're going to be talking about the key of G. G, A, B, C, D, E, and F sharp. And it's one of my favorite keys out of all 12 keys. I particularly like G. C is good. A is not bad. That might be a good topic right there. What's your favorite key and why? Okay, so I built this little demonstration from Libra. It's called Presentation. And at first I tried to do it on just Photoshop. And I had this, I worked on it for like 2 days and ended up just throwing it in the garbage. Well, the proverbial digital garbage. Anyway, so what it says here is diatonic chord building. We are going to build 35 chords from the 7 notes of the key of G. Now, if you wouldn't mind going down there and hitting that subscribe button and ringing that bell when I go live, then you'll be notified and you'll be grabbing your guitar and ready to rock out, right? Okay, first we'll start with the note G. That's going to be the number 1. You can see it on the piano there with the little blue dot, and the note A. And I, in case you don't know how to play the piano or don't know where the notes are, now you do. G, A, B, C. And then we're going to grab the note D right there. These are all in the key of G. G being the number 1 note. E, of course, is the relative 6. So this key is called the key of G, but is also called the relative key of E minor. I'm not going to discuss modes today. I'm not in the mood for modes. But I could if you want. G is Ionian. A is A minor would be Dorian. B would be Phrygian. C would be Lydian, then Mixolydian, then Aeolian, then Locrian. If it really matters. I mean, all 7 modes actually exist in just about every scale everywhere. You know, instead of trying to use a mode to transmit feelings, just use what's inside of you, what you hear. Because that's what music is, a transmission of feelings, you know. In most cases, I feel a certain way, and I'm playing these chords, and I want you to hear them and feel a certain way. You end up usually feeling some other way, but as long as you have some feelings, I guess that's good. So what you were looking at right here is a little chart I made. On the left, you can see the 7 chords in the key of G. So if you're a songwriter, and you can number these 1 through 7. And if you took away all the notes in the major and the minors, and you just used numbers, 1 major, 2 minor, 3 minor, 4 major, 5 dominant 7, E minor, 7 minor, flat 5. And you take a piece of sheet music to a song, or you have a song and you need to change it. You need to change the key. What you do is you write those numbers down. You find out what song the key is in. Say it's in the key of G. So you write a 1 by the G. You know, a 2 by the A, a 3 by the B, 4 by the C, 5 by the D. And then you go and you find out what key you want to play in, or where you want to try, and you write those numbers down, and then you relate the key that you're going to right next to the numbers that they fit in, because every key is numbered the same way. No matter what, all 12 keys are numbered the same way, which is the most amazing thing, because when you're thinking about sound as frequency, and everything comes from A, you know, vibrating at 440 hertz, and so now as you get lower than A, you know, the frequency gets longer, and higher it gets shorter and quicker, and yet these frequencies have a, I want to say mathematical, but it's almost like a harmonic kind of connection, as far as it is mathematical, and this formula fits. It fits in all 12 keys. It's exactly the same, which is the most amazing thing. It's like, how can you have 12 different keys and have these rules, and they fit and they work in all 12? Yeah, I don't know. It's beyond me. My brain's too little for that. All right. So on the top of the on the top of the chart, you see 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. So 1, 3, 5 is going to be building the first 3 notes of the chord. So if we build 1, 3, 5 in the G, we take a G and a B and a D, then we have a G major chord. Now, the reason that the chord is called a major is because of the relationship and distance between the root and the third. If you look over on the right, it says major scale spacing. So there is the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, all the way to the right, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, which occurs in all 12 keys. And that's what you start with. And if you look to the left of that, you'll see a W. What that means is there's a whole step between the G and the A. You have G, G sharp, or A flat, and then you have A. So you have 2 frets apart from the G to the A. And then from the A to the B, which is the third. So that means when you have 2 whole steps, the third is a major relationship to the root. And of course, you'll see the difference on the next chord. Now, if we look on the bottom of this chart, you'll see where it says notes. You'll see it say G, A, B, C, D, all the way to G. And then it goes a little further, and it says A, B, C, D, E. And if you'll notice underneath those letters are numbered. So this represents intervals. The A is the interval of 2 from the root G. So that's an interval of 2. Then you have the interval of 3. Or you could call it the distance away from the root. 3, a third, a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth, a sixth, a seventh. An octave. G to G is an octave. And you'll see A, it says 9. Sometimes you can say 2, because if you look down at the beginning, you have A, it says 2. And then you'll see A, it says 9 up at the top. And then you see B, it says 10. And I'd practice intervals of 10, but you don't really see too many 10s when you're playing chords. I'm sure they do it, though. You do see 11s. So that's why I went up to 11 and 12 and 13, although you don't see too many 12s. I'm sure we could change that today. We'll write a whole song of like G major 10s and G major 12s, and love it. So G major 7/13 isn't uncommon, but usually if you take the first three notes and you mix it with the 7, 9, 11, and 13 is your typical notes. And occasionally in jazz, which is not occasionally, actually quite a bit, you'll see +9, -9. You'll see 6, +6, -6. You may even see a +5. That just means that it's sharp if it's plus, and that you flat it by 1/2 a step if it's a negative, if you see a minus sign. So a lot of times you'll be like jazz is 2-5-1, say your A minor, D9, G major 7, 2-5-1 progression, the A minor being the 2, the D9 being the 5, G major 7 is the 1, and you might see A minor, and then you might see D +9 and D -9 going to G major 7. And let me show you why. I just thought of that. You see it a lot. So that's an A minor. Here's a D9. Builds a little tension. And then the G major 7 is the release, which is what they call tension and release in jazz. So let me show you what the +9, -9 sounds like. It'd be like this. A minor, +9, -9, G major 7. Okay. That's your +9, -9 lesson. Moving on. There you go. Oh, I forgot. We were going to play these chords as we went along. All right. You guys got your guitar, so get your guitar. If you ain't got your guitar, go get it. Or you can wait till later. This is going to be a videotape, you know. This is a video, so you can run it back. So let me back up a little bit. There you go. There's a G, B, D. That's a chord, G chord. All right. Now, if you want to make it a G major 7, you grab that F sharp right there. There's a lot of different ways to play it. Just know that that F sharp is added to those 3 chords. You don't have to play all 3 chords, you know. You can actually play the B, the D, and the F sharp, and you're playing a G major F sharp. Okay, now how about a G, B, D, and throw in an A? What do you got there? Let's see, G, B, D. No, see, I could do a D here. You have an A. Here's the A. Here's the F sharp. And that's the G and the B. So we're not even playing a D here, I don't think. Could throw one in. There's a D and a E. So that'd be a 5. That'd be a 13. That'd be a 9 and a 13. Okay, that's a 9. If we throw in what chord are we looking at now? C. So G major, C. Throw in a C note. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, it's almost like suspending it, you know. So let's see, as a matter of fact, if we start at 8, 1, 2, 3, yep, it's the 4th. Oh, that's why it says C over there, right next to 4. Yes, you could do this too. And then the 13, which is the E. G major 13. You could do this. As a matter of fact, when I go like this, that's 11 and 13. Okay, moving on. Let's jump up there. Oh, well, we already talked about the 13. Let's jump on into A minor. I'm going to hit that button again. This is actually pretty cool. Okay, so we got the A minor. Oh, now what I want you to notice, this is kind of an important part right here. See on the bottom of the screen where it says G and you have a 1 underneath it? Now watch that. See if it works. Ha ha! Worked perfect. Okay, I shifted the numbers on the bottom of the screen. Brought in some more at the end, but anyway, because we're talking about the A minor now, the A note becomes the root, not of the key, but the chord that we're talking about, just the A minor. So the relationship of the notes applying to that chord, that root, is now the distance, the interval. So now we got a 1, 3, 5. We have A, C, and E. But we're going to talk about A and C, the distance between A and C. If you look over on the chart on the right, you'll see where it says A has a whole step and then a half step. So it's not 2 whole steps. That means the third is flat. And the third is what determines whether it's a major or minor. And that's it. It's that simple. So because the third is flat and is just a step and a half away, A is called a minor, and that's why. All right, that's simple, huh? So now we got an E. A, C, E is A minor. So then we're going to add a G. A, C, E, G is an A minor 7. And A minor 7 is played quite a bit. All right. And then A minor 9 would have a B chord. Okay, so what if we went? Could actually do this. there's the A minor 9, A minor 7, A minor 9. Actually, I think this is a minor 9, which is used in the let's see. No. Stray cat strut or something like that. Okay, A minor 11 is a D. A minor 11 is right here. Or we can go, there it is, A minor 11. You see how, like, if you was to augment like an A chord, a regular A chord, you'd be like, that's the 11, but we're playing in a minor mode, so it would go down to A minor 7. But you know what note it is now, though. It's a D. A minor 13 is a F sharp. Actually, wow, for a minor chord, that sure does create a lot of tension. Okay, that's A minor. So far, we've created 5 chords using the G, G, G7, G9, G11, and G13. And we've done the same thing with A minor, A minor, A minor 7, A minor 9, A minor 11, and A minor 13. Let's go to B. Okay, now watch the numbers on the bottom of the screen. See if it works. Oh, it didn't go. It's supposed to go over. Come on. There it goes. Okay, so B minor is our new chord. We don't know that yet because we haven't put the third up there. So let's do that. B, the number shifted over to where they're underneath B is 1. So we see B right next to B minor. We have B and D. The relationship from B to D, if you look over on the right, B, D, there is a half step there. So that means it's a minor third. That makes B a B minor. That's why it's a minor, it's because of that relationship. So if we look at 1, 3, and 5, it's a B, a D, and F sharp. So that is a B minor, a B, a D, and an F sharp. It's right there. A B minor 7, you throw in an A chord. I mean an A note, right? A note. You throw A note. B minor 9. B minor 11. Throw in an E note. And a B minor 13, you throw in a G. I like this chord because sometimes I can't get that finger down all the way, you know, for that B minor. But if I take my first finger and put it on that B note, I've got it. And if I'm singing or anything, I can delay enough time to get this that little A minor shape next to it with the other two fingers, and I can leave those open. It's actually pretty nice, and then lay my finger down. That's a nice little sound. Make a nice song. Okay, C major. As you can see, the distance from C to E is 2 whole steps, so it's a major. And so C, E, and G makes up a C chord. Now if we add a B by lifting that finger all the way, that first finger all the way down there, that's a B. Now if we add this, it's a C major 9. I heard somebody call that the Taylor Swift chord, you know. I like it. I play it a lot. C major 9. Now if you add an F sharp, which might be kind of tough, but I think we can do it. There you go. C major 11. And then if you add an A note, my A notes kind of sounds funny. It's fretting out a little. Let's see, we can put the A right here. We got an A right here. And C major like this. Alright, C major 13. Alright. So that's 20 chords so far. We've got a little ways to go. We don't have to do this for everyone, but I would like to talk about dominant 7. You see right now a D, F, and an A is just a regular D chord. D major. But when we add that the A, no, 1, 2, 3, that's 1, 3, 5, 7, the C. When we add that C right here, then it's a dominant 7. And then we add the E. It's a dominant 9. We add the G. It's a dominant 11. And then the B. We'll probably go like this. E minor. E, G, B is an E minor. So a E minor 9. Here's an E minor. E minor 7, I mean. E minor 7, you add that little D note with your little finger. Play some old Neil Young song, you know. Now add an F sharp. I'm just going to add that little F sharp on the little string. That little low F sharp down there. Kind of makes it sound nice. That'd be an E minor 9. And how about an E minor 11? And then an E minor 13. E minor 13, E minor 7, E minor 11 to E minor. Nice transition. All right. Finally, we can talk about the F sharp minor 7 flat 5, which some may call half diminished, but I don't. I just say minor 7 flat 5. So that's what it is. You better have somebody somewhere to resolve to after playing that chord. There's a lot of tension. I'm just underneath up on the A string. I'm up here, like here's on the G string is a major 7 chord in the A form. Now if you just go back 1 fret and then you do this little, then you just slide it up in there. So A minor 7 flat 5. Let's see. A minor 9. F sharp minor 9 if we add the G. Wow, that is really weird. Because, you know, you're already at F sharp and you add a G. Wow. That's a weird note chord, huh? That's diatonic. Now we add the B. F sharp minor 11. And now we add the D for F sharp minor 13 flat 5. Well, we can't end the lesson like that. We have to play a G major 7. Get rid of all that tension. All right, that's it. Happy playing. I hope you have a better understanding of the relationships of the G major key, the G key, and just know this: no matter what key you're in, and out of all the 12 keys, this does not change. It stays the same, as crazy as that sounds. So if you're a songwriter and you don't know where to go, you can go look at those chords on the left, whatever key you're in. You apply that, and you'll come up with some ideas. And you don't have to stay diatonic just to write a song. Eddie Van Halen never did. All right. You take care now, and happy plucking. See you later. Bye-bye.